Donald Trump, President Trump, announced on Sunday a crypto reserve for the United States of America that would include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, and ADA, also known as Cardano. Let me be super clear with my thoughts. None of these altcoins deserve to be in the same.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Jack Mallers says Bitcoin only. Crypto strategic reserve is a joke. Championing a future built solely on BTC, we'll explore his vision and proven tactics. Let's discover his insights together.
The U.S. government's going to put a gun to my head and force my hard-earned wage to buy Ripple? It's the most pathetic and embarrassing thing. It's outrageous. It's outrageous, and it's being called out. The CEO of Gemini, the CEO of Coinbase. I've not seen one person I respect that's built something of value in this world credibly stand and applaud whatever the hell Sunday was. It is outrageous and ridiculous. These things at best are companies, and at worst are scams. And the United States looks ridiculous supporting them. It is outrageous. I'm 30 years old. I plan to be a father and raise my kids in this country. This isn't a joke for me. Prior generations have dumped all their debt and all their bad decisions and all their misallocation of capital on my generation. And Bitcoin's our chance to fix it. And get these meddling pieces of shit out of our strategic reserve. And if you're going to force us to buy pre-mined companies, at least let us acquire the best performing ones that people actually use around the world. All that I saw from Trump's post is who donated to the guy. Not what is strategic for our country. Period. Bitcoin is a $500 trillion idea that can fix the biggest problems in the world today. I've not met a soul on this planet that uses Ripple, ever. I've seen all the press releases. I've seen all the banks claim stuff. Never in my life. And let's say something like Ripple goes on to be the next Visa. Visa is worth $700 billion and it's probably overvalued. I'm saying Bitcoin is already worth close to $2 trillion and it's going on $500 trillion. It's going to restore the ability for everyone to consume the things they need and save the value that they want. Ridiculous. And the last thing I'll say, let me be super clear about who I am as a man, okay? People have reached out to me and said, hey, you should calm down your tone. You shouldn't talk like that on the public. You know, you've garnered quite a big following to be that aggressive on topics and to certain people. Let me be clear about something. I don't plan on compromising anything. What Bitcoiners and the wider market can expect from me is integrity, ethics, principles. I'm not here to make friends. I don't need more friends. Okay? I'm not here to make compromises. This notion that if crypto...
Bitcoin soared above $88,000 on Tuesday after BlackRock CEO Larry Fink allegedly urged investors to seize short-term dips, anticipating an economic upswing later in the year. The cryptocurrency hovered around $82,300 at 11:40 a.m. ET, but rocketed beyond $88,300 within 3 hours, settling near $88,000 at last check. According to a noon report from Seeking Alpha, Fink insisted that the world is fine in spite of rising U.S. tariffs that have shaken markets. He recalled that conditions are far better than in the 1960s and told investors to buy if a significant drop occurs. He expects emerging technologies, particularly AI, to prove deflationary in the long run, helping shape a substantial economic surge for the United States. Fink's remarks come on the heels of a BlackRock study emphasizing Bitcoin's limited supply. The firm believes that if every U.S. millionaire requested a single Bitcoin from their financial advisor, there would not be enough coins to meet that demand. Meanwhile, Bitcoin has fluctuated between $80,000 and $93,000 over the past 3 days, its volatility fueled by President Trump's confirmation of a multi-asset crypto strategic reserve. This reserve features BTC, Ethereum, Sol, ADA, and XRP, drawing increased attention from traders and institutions alike.
Sentence as Bitcoin. Better yet, in a reserve held and maintained by the United States of America. There's only one coin that did not have a pre-mine, that was fairly distributed, that is actually decentralized. One, and that is Bitcoin. No Bitcoin was created for the founders, was allocated to a special group. Every single Bitcoin owned today was earned through proof of work, whether that is mining, literal proof of work, or whether that is doing real things of value in the real world and using your earnings and your wage to buy Bitcoin. No cheating, no special interest, period. Gold did not have a pre-mine. Corn did not have a pre-mine. Aluminum did not have a pre-mine. Bitcoin did not have a pre-mine. Ethereum, over 60% of the supply was pre-mined. Ripple, 100% of the supply was pre-mined. Solana, over 50% of the supply was pre-mined. Cardano, over 50% of the supply was pre-mined. Human beings own over $900 trillion worth of stuff in the world, okay? We own money, currencies, the dollar, the euro, the pound. We own real estate. We own stock and equities. We own art. We own precious metals. We own collectibles, okay? It's estimated that about half of the stuff we own, we're using as a savings account. You don't own your second home on the beach in a place you never go to actually live in it. You own it because you're trying to keep the money you've earned. You don't own the stock in a company because you've gotten to know the leadership team, you're really excited about the product roadmap, and you want to share in future earnings of the business. It's because you have a 401k and you're just trying to save money towards retirement. You don't own the $100 million art piece because you, as some successful hedge fund manager, think that you need to put $100 million on your wall. You own it because you plan to sell it later. Bitcoin solves the use case for all us humans of I've created value for the world and I want to keep it. I want to store it. I want to bring it with me tomorrow. It is the best money we've ever seen. Therefore, Bitcoin is a $500 trillion idea. Half the world's value Bitcoin absorbs and solves for. It is solving the biggest problem we have today. If we can fix the money, we fix the largest problems we have in the world. Now, none of these other things are money. They're not trying to be money. They don't pretend to be money. They sell themselves on utility. They sell themselves on functionality. They sell themselves on technology. Now, you're telling me a pre-mined group of tokens that's selling itself as technology needs to be bundled in a reserve with something that's going after a $500 trillion opportunity that is the only provably absolute fixed supply asset in the history of our species. These things are more like Visa and Apple and Amazon and NVIDIA than Bitcoin. Do you know what a 60% pre-mine or 100% pre-mine or a 50% pre-mine sounds to me? That sounds like Apple. That sounds like Amazon. That's a company. That's a company that has 100% of the stock. They let in early investors and they try and build something valuable. If you're going to force the American taxpayer to buy stuff by effectively putting a gun to our head At least let me buy Apple. At least let me buy Amazon. At least let me buy Nvidia.
Renowned financial expert Robert Kiyosaki has labeled anyone who sold their Bitcoin during the last crash as losers, arguing that they will soon regret their decisions. He insists that offloading Bitcoin in the current market climate is short-sighted, especially with events unfolding under President Donald Trump, who Kiyosaki believes truly grasps Bitcoin's potential. Trump's announcement of plans to create a strategic reserve with Bitcoin and other assets triggered a swift price surge. At first, Bitcoin plunged to around $78,200 in late February, sparking widespread panic among traders. Then, on March 2, it dramatically rebounded to $95,050, reigniting bullish sentiments. However, the upswing was short-lived as Bitcoin dipped again the next day, landing near $82,000 when traders locked in profits. Kiyosaki sees these volatile movements as golden opportunities. On X, formerly Twitter, he declared that people who bought into the dip stand to reap major rewards, while those who sold will inevitably lose out. This message resonates with investors who foresee even greater gains when the Trump administration implements its Bitcoin-focused initiatives to address America's financial challenges. He also revealed that he personally capitalized on the crash by buying more BTC, confident that a rally is on the horizon. Since then, Bitcoin has shown steady recovery, hovering around $87,200 and posting a 4% gain. Many in the crypto community echo Kiyosaki's sentiment, asserting that those offloading their Bitcoin merely fail to understand its long-term promise and will pay heavily for that mistake. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.